name is Jalel Sager. I'm the CEO and director of New Sun Road. I'm here with my colleagues and co-founders. We started out, as Alec mentioned, as a microgrid developer. A few years ago, solar technology in particular became cost-effective enough that we could drop it anywhere in the world where there's not currently electricity and produce cost-effective small-scale electricity systems. We call them microgrids. These microgrids are smart. They're typically have internal networks so we can do remote monitoring. We've been extremely lucky since we deployed our first system to have 99.9% reliability. We accomplished that largely through our blending of remote and local operations and maintenance enabled by that network. We also provide Wi-Fi with this service through our custom network to our customers. Now, when we came into the market, there was nothing available in terms of software to manage a small-scale utility system. Like, these are brand new. It didn't exist. We had to build our own. We didn't have the hardware we needed. Things are too expensive. They're intended for other kinds of markets. We built our own. What was the result of that? We brought electricity to this community in Lake Victoria. It's called Kotoba Island. We reduced diesel use on the island by a factor of 10. We reduced electricity costs by 50% for most customers, like Rose, this female entrepreneur. 1/3 of our customers are female entrepreneurs on this island. They now get 24-hour clean electricity, where before they were getting 10 hours, maybe, of very expensive diesel power. They're paying $1, they're paying $2 per kilowatt hour. We decided we wanted to scale this. What was the easiest way for us to do this? We could be project developers, we can go around the world, we can try to put concrete and steel everywhere, or we can provide technology solutions that we built for our system in Uganda for other microgrid developers. And look around the world and see that other people are having the same problem we are when they're trying to build these systems in Uganda, in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Bangladesh, in Guatemala. So we found a pull in the market. And what we did was we started working on a device. Started working on the SolSense IoT device, aiming to lower the cost of hardware monitoring these systems by 50%. And we started working on a management platform that could take all these interfaces from your inverters, your solar panels, your batteries, you're going across 4 or 5 different systems, and wrap it into one platform where you can get your power system in one place, right? Because if you want to scale from 1 microgrid to 10 microgrids to 100 microgrids, you need to be able to see all of these systems at once and identify problems quickly. Team, this is a bit busy for a team card, but what do you know? We have a Uganda side to our operations. This is us in the field. We all grow beards. We have a lot of expertise. We sit here at Berkeley. I teach and research here at Berkeley. My colleagues are computer scientists. They're network engineers. We're now moving to bring in the gray beards, like Michael Goldbach from Microsoft, who's now our chief product officer. We're currently ramping up a CTO with 25 years of providing enterprise solutions for business. So we're starting to build out our capabilities there. What does this market look like now? It's small. It's new. There are probably on the order of 10,000 smart microgrids out there, right? Let's take another look at that. Let's go back. There are probably 10,000 smart microgrid customers out there total in the world. This is a new kind of product. But we know that there will be hundreds of millions of people on these systems within the next 10 to 15 years. There are error bars around when those folks are going to come on, right? So our approach is to stay in the space, to innovate, to look ahead, and hang around until we catch that wave. And we've been lucky enough so far to have partners that are there to support us to that point. We see a $1 billion market in 2021 under reasonable assumptions. We expect to be able to capture about 25% of that for microgrid monitoring, data collection, management, mainly through the Sol system, the IoT device that we sell. Those are nice pie charts. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to build up to that point, right? We're going to do it through sets of charter customers in East Africa and West Africa over the next year. We had customers in from Norway this week. And this is what we get from being in the Foundry for a year. We get to the point where we say, we got customers in for Norway for the week, right? A utility from Norway came to see us for 3 days. Okay, so cool. We're looking to bring on thousands of connections in Africa over the next year. And we're looking to start to break down these barriers to scale for other developers. For these numbers to get to 10,000, for these numbers to get to 20,000, we have to do our job. We have to streamline and rationalize these systems. And we do have eyes on the global system. I have experience here in Southeast Asia. I set up the Green Building Council in 2006 in Asia. I have a lot of experience building durable organizations for green technology. And we have roots in Central America as well. This is my co-founder, Jonathan Lee, in less hirsute days. So our competition, traditional metering companies, traditional smart meters are too expensive in this context. They're just too expensive. You can't put a $300 meter, $200 meter inside a household that's going to spend $100 over 2 years on their electricity. We're talking about contexts where people make $2, $3 a day sometimes. Large-scale utility platforms weren't designed for this problem, for many systems and a small number of people on each system. And smart monitoring devices, the Nests, these kinds of things are not built for controlling small microgrids. So this is where we fit in, and this is what we bring to the gaps currently in the market. Our business model is pretty simple. We sell these boxes, these hardware solutions, the SolSense monitoring stack that takes device to cloud information. And on the back end, we sell cloud platform, right? We sell per connection on a recurring basis, subscription to our software service. They work together, but they're independent products as well, because some people need one, some people need the other, some people need both. We've had some fair success this year. We were lucky enough to win a Microsoft grant this summer, one of 12 companies globally to win the Affordable Access Initiative prize, which is for last mile connectivity, last mile energy access. This has enabled a lot of things for us, a lot of business development. The device that we started here in the basement, our IoT device here in Foundry, we finished in labs up in Redmond this summer in August. 2 weeks later, we had our first customer request for that device. So it's been an interesting journey from Redmond, you can see here Johnny with more hair, to Richmond, which is the site of our new office, where we can work on both hardware and software, to opening up an information center in our location in Uganda. It's been an interesting journey, and we think it's, well, we're excited about it. This is what we wanted to do, and this is how we feel like we can set out to reach the goals that we started with, which is to accelerate energy access, to accelerate climate change mitigation efforts. This is one Excel version of a possible future. You know, the main thing here is it's going to take us a little while. We're pricing these products at scale, and we have help from Microsoft and other technology companies to get there. But we're going to need some leash. We're going to need some runway over the next 2 years. If you're out there, you're connected to a family office, impact investors, or VCs interested in clean energy or cloud platforms, we love your recommendations. We have some conversations started there that look promising, but we're looking to raise around next year in the first half, so we'd love your help. At the end of the day, what's happening in microgrids, small-scale electricity systems, is the space is starting to articulate. Everyone who was once vertically integrated is now finding a spot, finding where we fit in. We fit in on the data services side. We don't do the full stack project anymore, but we enable all of these pieces of the supply chain so this industry can scale, and we're set up to do it by being based here at Berkeley and in Richmond. Thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to Foundry, and thank you, everyone.